Hello students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Today we are going to see a new lesson. The title of the lesson is Origin and Evolution of Life. Lesson number 19. Two topics we are going to see: theories on origin of life, under that special creation, spontaneous generation, biogenesis, extraterrestrial and chemical evolution of life. Second topic is evidences of evolution, under that evidences from morphology and anatomy, evidences from embryology and evidences from paleontology. So listen carefully. Theories on origin of life. Theories on origin of life. Many theories have been postulated to explain the origin of life. So first theory is the special creation theory. This theory says life on earth is a divine creation. God has created all living things. It attributes to supernatural event at a particular time in the past. Life has not changed ever since its origin. So from the beginning, how it was till now also in the same condition, there is no change. The next one is the spontaneous generation or abiogenesis. Spontaneous generation or abiogenesis. This theory says from the non-living things arises. So first one, life originated spontaneously from lifeless matter. From the lifeless matter only living things arises. Example, fishes originated from mud, frogs originated from moist soil, insects originated from decaying matter. Fishes originated from mud. Mud is a non-living thing. Then frogs originated from moist soil. Then insects originated from decaying matter. The next theory is biogenesis. It was guessed by Louis Pasteur in 1862. So this theory was developed by Louis Pasteur in 1862. He told life originates from pre-existing life. So life originates, living organisms originates from the pre-existing life. From the beginning, what are the organisms are present? For example, microorganisms only present. So from that microorganisms, living organisms arises. He took a pre-sterilized flask. It contained killed yeast. See this picture. Pre-sterilized flask, inside what is present? Killed yeast is present. It was closed airtight for many days. So this flask was closed for many days. So air cannot enter inside. No life appeared in the flask. So he was waiting for many days. After that, there was no growth in this flask. Okay. Then, when the flask is kept open to air, living organisms arose from killed yeast. So here also same thing only. The flask is present, inside killed yeast also present. But here there is no lid. See first one closed. Here second, the lid was closed. Lid was broken. So after that, at last, microbial growth was present in this flask, pre-sterilized flask. Okay, so here this flask is kept open to air, so air can enter inside. So last, microbial growth was present in this airtight container. Understand? So based on this experiment, he told life originates from pre-existing life. The next theory is extraterrestrial or cosmic origin. Extraterrestrial or cosmic origin. This theory says life on earth came from outer space. Life came from outer space and life was distributed throughout cosmos in the form of spores. Spores already you know. The spores are a reproductive cell capable of developing into a new individual without fusion with another reproductive cell, or spores are produced by bacteria, fungi, algae and plants. The spores are produced by bacteria, fungi, algae and plants. Okay. The spores are agents of asexual reproduction. So from the spores only life was distributed. Then they reach the earth and develop into organisms during favorable conditions. So the spores reach the earth and developed into organisms. The spores enter into the earth and developed into organism during the favorable conditions. So favorable conditions, it developed into new living organisms. The next theory is chemical evolution of life. This theory was proposed by Oparin in 1922 and Haldane in 1929. So two scientists proposed this chemical evolution of life theory, Oparin and Haldane. Life originated from non-living organic molecules by a series of chemical reactions. So this theory says life or living organisms originated from non-living organic molecules. Non-living organic molecules example salts, metals, carbon dioxide and sodium chloride. Okay, then the inorganic molecules are transformed into diverse organic molecules. These inorganic molecules transformed into organic molecules. Organic molecules example carbohydrates, lipids, proteins and nucleic acids. Again, this organic molecules transformed into colloid system to produce life. See here, earth. Then inorganic molecules. These inorganic molecules transformed into organic molecules transformed into colloid system, and again at last living organisms produced. Okay, so from the inorganic molecules organic molecules formed, then from the organic molecules colloidal system formed, then from the colloidal system living organisms arises. So this theory was mostly accepted. This chemical evolution of life, this theory was mostly accepted by all the scientists. Evidences of evolution. Evolution can be better understood only by observing the interrelationship between the existing organisms and also relating the similarities with the extinct organisms. These evidences support the concept that all organisms have evolved from common ancestors. So, all the organisms have evolved from common ancestors. So, first evidences from morphology and anatomy. Evidences from morphology and anatomy. Morphology, that is the external characters, external structure. Anatomy, internal structure. So, under that, first one, homologous organs. Homologous organs. The organs which are similar in morphology, anatomy and embryology but dissimilar in their functions are called homologous organs. So these organs, some of the organs are similar in morphology, externally they are same, anatomically or internally also same, and embryology from the beginning, embryonic development, that time also the organs are same but dissimilar in their functions. So only the functions, these organs are dissimilar, and these organs are called homologous organs. So morphologically, anatomically and embryologically these organs are same but functions, these organs are different. That is known as homologous organs. They are inherited from common ancestors. So these organs are inherited from common ancestors. Example, the four limbs of mammals, a human hand, a front leg of a cat, flipper of a whale and bat's wing. See in this diagram, four limbs of vertebrates showing homologous structure. So first one, human forelimb, second one cat, third one whale, fourth one bat. So here structurally these organs are same, is it? So see the parts, humerus, radius, see the bones, humerus, radius, ulna, carpal, metacarpal, phalanges. So all the bones are same in these animals. Okay, but function, see the function, human forelimb, human hand is useful for writing, eating, that purposes. But the cat, what purpose? Whether human forelimb and the cat forelimb both are using for the same purposes? No. And the whale, bat, so different functions but same structure. Yes, function dissimilar in their functions. The functions are different but They are similar in morphologically, they are similar, anatomically, they are these four limbs are similar, and embryologically, these four limbs are similar, but the function is different. So, this is known as homologous organs. Second one, analogous organs. These analogous organs look similar. Analogous organs look similar. They perform similar functions, same functions, but they are different in origin and development. These analogous organs are different in origin and development. Example, wings of a bat and insect. Wings of a bat, wings of a bird, and wings of a insect. So, for what purpose they are using these wings? Only for the flying purpose. So, functionally, these organs are same. Functionally, these organs are the wings are same, but their basic structures are different. Basic structures are different. They are different in origin and development, but functionally they are same. Third one is vestigial organs. Vestigial organs. The degenerated and non-functional organs of animals are called vestigial organs. Some of the organs are present in human beings as well as other animals, but there is no use, non-functional. So these organs are known as what? Vestigial organs. The same organs are well developed and functional in some related animals. In some animals, these organs are well developed and functional. Okay, for example, vermiform appendix, nictitating membrane, caudal vertebra, coccyx of man. So these are the examples. So first example, vermiform appendix. Vermiform appendix has no useful function in man. This is the vermiform appendix. In Tamil, we can say that is a kudal wall. Okay, so that is a vermiform appendix. In human beings, there is no use. There is no use of this vermiform appendix. But it is very useful in all herbivorous animals. This is the vermiform appendix of herbivorous animals. So, the animals are using this vermiform appendix. For what purpose? Digestion of cellulose. So, only the herbivorous animals are using this vermiform appendix. That is a vestigial organ. In human beings only, this appendix is a vestigial organ, but here these herbivorous animals are using. So, there is not a vestigial organ. The next one, nictitating membrane. This is a nictitating membrane. In human beings, this membrane, nictitating membrane is a vestigial organ, but in birds, in these birds, that nictitating membrane is useful. So, there is no, this nictitating membrane is not a vestigial organ. So, with the help of the nictitating membrane only, this bird is closing the eye. So, it is useful. The next example, caudal vertebrae. In human beings, the caudal vertebrae is useless. There is no function. This is a caudal vertebrae. There is no function. But in animals, caudal vertebrae is useful. That is a tail region. So, animals are using the caudal vertebrae and human beings are not using. So, in human beings, caudal vertebrae is a vestigial organ. But in animals, caudal vertebrae is not a vestigial organ. The next one is atavism. The reappearance of ancestral characters in some individuals is called atavism. Reappearance of ancestral characters. So, our ancestors are monkeys. They had tail, is it? So, nowadays also in some newborn babies, they are having the tail. So, that is the reappearance of ancestral characters. That condition or in some individuals are known as what? Atavism. That characters in some individuals is called atavism. Example, presence of rudimentary tail in newborn babies. See in this diagram, newborn baby, but tail is present, rudimentary tail is present. So, this character is known as atavism, but this is very, very rare. Is it? Then, second one, presence of thick hair on the human body. See in this human picture. So, here on the face also we are seeing hair, but this character is very, very rare. Till now we did not see such a type of person. Is it, children? So, this condition, this is ancestral character. This is known as what? Atavism. The reappearance of ancestral characters in some individuals is called atavism. Evidences from embryology. Evidences from embryology. The study of comparative embryology of different animals supports the concept of evolution. The study of embryos and their development supports the concept of evolution. Study of embryos and their development. The embryos from fish to mammals are similar in their early stages of development. So fish to mammal, fish, then salamander, tortoise, chick, rabbit, man. So from the early stages of the development, they are similar. They are similar. We cannot differentiate. Okay, they undergo differentiation in the later stages of development. So later stages. So later only, after the differentiation, we can identify which animal is this. We can identify. Understand, children? So see, this is the last stage. Okay, so here we can identify the fishes, salamander, tortoise, chick, rabbit and man. But before that, from the embryonic stages, we cannot identify which organism is this. Evidences from paleontology. Paleontology is the study of fossils. Paleontology is the study of fossils. What is fossil? Fossil is an animal or plant that lived thousands of years ago which has turned into rock. It is an animal or plant that lived thousands of years ago which has turned into rock. Leonardo da Vinci is called the father of paleontology. Who was known as the father of paleontology? Leonardo da Vinci. Paleontology helps us to understand the process of evolution. So these fossils, it helps us to understand the process of evolution. Fossil record shows that the evolution is a gradual process from simple to complex organism. So this fossil records or paleontology shows evolution is a gradual process or gradual changes. Suddenly the organisms cannot change. Okay, so that is a gradual process from simple to complex organisms. Then, the origin of modern bats are supported by the evidences from paleontology. Origin of modern bats. Now you know the bats. Many bats are there. You know the birds. Once upon a time, several birds were there. Both the birds are same or different? Totally different. Okay, so the origin of modern bats are supported by the evidences from paleontology. Archaeopteryx. It was a fossil bat in Jurassic period. This bat is known as Archaeopteryx. This bat was found in the Jurassic period. It is a connecting link between reptiles and bats. This bat was the connecting link. Archaeopteryx was the connecting link between reptiles and bats, because it had wings with feathers like a bat. Like a bat, this bat had wings with feathers. It had long tail, clawed digits and conical teeth like a reptile. And it had long tail, clawed digits and conical teeth like a reptile. So it is known as connecting link between reptiles and bats. This bat was found in the Jurassic period. Textbook evaluation. Roman number 5, first question. A human hand, a front leg of a cat, a front flipper of a whale and a bat's wing look dissimilar and adapted for different functions. What is the name given to these organs? Homologous organs. Number 2. Which organism is considered to be the fossil bird? Archaeopteryx. Roman number 9. Higher order thinking skills. Question number 1. Arun was playing in the garden. Suddenly he saw a dragonfly sitting on a plant. He observed the wings of it. He thought it looked similar to a wing of a crow. Is he correct? Give reason for your answer. No, he is not correct. Both crow and dragonfly have the same function of flies with wings, but its origin is different. Dragonfly wing is the membranous extension, but wing of the crow is the modification of forelimbs. Number 3. Octopus, cockroach and frog all have eyes. Can we group these animals together to establish a common evolutionary origin? Justify your answer. Convergent evolution is the process by which the independently evolved features may similar to each other but can arise through different developmental pathways. So, the octopus, cockroach and frog all have eyes. The independently evolved eye may similar in each other but can arise through different developmental pathways. Roman number 6, short answer questions. Question number 2. Why is Archaeopteryx considered to be a connecting link? Answer, page number 273. Here, what are the points? I am going to read only those points, have to mark it. First point, Archaeopteryx is the oldest known fossil bird. Second point, it is considered to be a connecting link between reptiles and birds. It had wings with feathers like a bird. It had long tail, clawed digits and conical teeth like a reptile. Roman number 7, long answer questions. Question number 2. How do you differentiate homologous organs from analogous organs? Answer, page number 275. Homologous organs. The homologous organs are those which have inherited from common ancestors with a similar developmental pattern in embryos. Example, a human hand, a front leg of a cat, flipper of a whale and a bat's wing look dissimilar and adapted for different functions. Their mode of development and basic structure of bone are similar. Analogous organs. The analogous organs look similar and perform similar functions but they have different origin and developmental pattern. Example, the function of the wings of a bat, the wings of a bat and wings of an insect are similar but their basic structures are different.